All right, so my persuasive speech this week is on racism, and I've got my one audience member right here. I couldn't have three. So, the mistreatment based on the detriments of human characteristics and their backgrounds, we all know is racism. It is unfortunate that our society is infected with this. It has especially infected Christianity. A book written by Alan Davis quotes, "I regard racism as fundamentally incompatible with Christianity. He created every race of men, one stock, and inhabit the whole world's earth's surface." Acts 17:26. By Davies infected Christianity. Racism is present in our social climate today by using the Lord's basic ideals of everyone's created equal. We can eliminate that. And here is a depiction of everyone being created equal. The colors of the rainbow are symbolized by different ethnicities, backgrounds, races, everything. But they all come together and they can all work together in one rainbow. As you can see, when we come together as a whole, as a community, there's no racism, there's no need for it, or it's not present. All right. And to quote from the scripture, "But when you give a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed. Although they cannot repay you, you will be repaid for the resurrection of righteousness," in Luke 14:13 through 14. And then in Acts 10:34 through 35, "Then Peter began to speak. I now realize how true it is to God does not show favoritism, but accepts from every nation the one who fears him and does what is right." And again, that was Acts 10:34 through 35. As Christians, we worship that ground that God has walked on. We are supposed to walk with him. We are little Christ, and we live through his word. Therefore, the best way to eliminate racism as Christians is to project the Lord's words about equality. More importantly, we should pray about it. In an article I read recently, it quotes, "True change begins and ends with prayer because prayer turns our focus towards God." And that was in an article titled "The 5 Biblical Ways to Take Action Against Injustice and Racism." And then in another article I recently read by the Washington Post, it said that more than 65% of the public says racial and ethnic discrimination is a big problem in the United States. And that was published by the Scott Analysis. So racism is the ugly within all of us, even if we do not realize it. Inequality is not going to stop on a dime. There's always ways to calm the storm. We can listen, learn, lead, and although we cannot walk in another person's shoes, we can be humble and learn from their experiences.